Hi, Alan. My husband is shouting at me. And he is shouting, and he is shouting, and he is some more shouting. Nicola, don't make videos. Don't make them about you. That comes across as bragging. Don't do that. Da 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 da. Da da.
You made a video of me,
Da
right?
da 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 da.
Are you gonna put that on
The
YouTube
best
with me?
thing is if everybody probably shuts the fuck up and puts a mask on and says, "I am good. I'm I'm cool with everything everybody does," and yeah, and then we'll be very successful. It's what my friend Rita said. She said she never says anything when she talks to people. She's just observing. And when somebody voices strong opinions of one sort or another, she says nothing. And then she realizes later on that people like her because of that. And then people even told other people that they find her interesting. It's like if you say nothing, you're gonna be interesting. Because you said like nothing, okay, nothing is gonna be very interesting. So the nothingness is, I guess, the most interesting aspect about somebody. You know, and I guess it's all that matters is that somebody looks like those 3D babes with the big lips and big mouths, like cock sucking, and like eyebrows like this, like, "I am so innocent. I suck your cock anytime and I have no opinion." That's what men really, really dig. So it's like, shut the fuck up and get in the kitchen. And so you don't talk like this to a feminist honey, any honey. And I'm talking to all people. And when I make videos, I don't just make the video for one person. I make it for all, okay? And I can talk to anybody in any way I want to. That is my freedom, okay? That is my offstandishness. That's my ego, probably too. You know, my ego says, no, no, I can talk to anybody in any way I want to at any time, okay? If that doesn't please you, sorry, talk to someone else. There's a lot of other people out there to talk to, you know. But in general, just want to straighten out the facts here. When I talk to you through email or videos, I don't talk down to you. I don't talk up to you. I don't discriminate against you. I don't project anything onto you. I was thinking about this for a long time, what you said. I really introspected. I really did a long meditation on that and trying to find out whether this might be true. Could there be some truth to it? In which way and how? But ultimately I come to the conclusion, I might be wrong, but I come to the conclusion that I don't see myself projecting in any way, neither anything from myself to you nor other people out of my past into you. I don't see it really happening. Because also you don't resemble anybody from my past in any way. I've never met anyone like this, and that's a compliment because I think that's cool to be willing to engage into a conversation. But if you are dictating to me how to talk to you or what to say and what not to say, then you're doing the very thing that you're accusing me of. See how that works? You know, I hope you understand, because that is, that's very frustrating for me to see when people do this, when they accuse me of things that they are doing themselves in the very moment that they're accusing, particularly. So I think you might be projecting a lot into me from your past and from the people you may have come across. So I consider myself an open book. I don't hide anything. I don't play any games. I get frustrated sometimes. I get a little angry, and I cry sometimes too. Yesterday I cried about that other person and just felt like, no, it must be all my fault. I'm wrong, or I'm behaving wrong or something, you know, but then I come to the question, so what if I am not wrong? You know, well, what if it's just a question, it's just an open-ended question that I offer to the world. It's like, what maybe if the whole world hated me and despised me and thought I was just no good, maybe that still doesn't mean that I'm no good. Maybe I'm still a good person and kind and caring and honest and trying to help. So maybe it is other people, even if it's everybody else. Maybe it's the other folks who do need to take a little look within. You know, I think it is utmost necessary for everybody to take a look within themselves. I have done it. It is hard, and I understand that it is very hard for a lot of people when they're clinging to a specific identity or a specific religion or a specific worldview that is, even that they even suffer under that worldview, but it's so tightly knitted into their persona that they have grown into this role that they're playing, that they can't let go from it, because like letting go from that would mean plunging into the unknown and into the groundlessness, as Pema Chodron was talking about it in her books. There's a book that's very important. It's called The Places That Scare You by Pema Chodron. She is a Buddhist nun. She has an institute in Newfoundland, and people go there for retreats, meditation retreats, and I recommend it. It sounds like a really, really good place. I have never been there, but I deeply respect Pema Chodron and her work. And her activism is to help people to meditate and to bring awareness and to them about themselves and to introspect and to move forward. And so that is also my mission for the world, the human brains that are in desperate need of doing this. So the animals are already connected to the infinite universe. They never unconnected themselves. But humans have at some point in evolution. I don't know when, but it may have been a very gradual process of disconnecting. I think the more domesticated we became, the more disconnected we became. And Rudolf Steiner talks about it also in his lectures and books that I also recommend. I'm an activist. I'm a very outspoken person. I'm a feminist. I'm a panpsychist. I'm a cosmist. I'm I'm a life lover. I love all life forms. I believe in the philosophy of the Buddha to love and respect all living beings equally much, animals and people. We must outlaw all slaughter facilities, all chicken farms, all butcher corporate stuff, all cow slaughter, all pig slaughter, all of it, all horse slaughter, whale slaughter, dolphin slaughter, all of that needs to be abolished. Okay. Holding animals in captivity like large whales at SeaWorld needs to be abolished. All of this needs to be abolished. Hunting needs to be abolished. Hunting for any excuse needs to be abolished. There is no sustenance hunting. That's bullshit. We can stop eating meat. Okay, why don't we start doing that? So there's a lot of things people can do if they are on the path to become clear with themselves. The very first step is to become a vegan and to start to sit with this in meditation and maybe sit with that craving but not giving into it, and just sit with it and explore it and feed yourself well, eat a variety of foods. It doesn't have to be animal based to be nutritious. If we get into it, and everybody has the responsibility to get into nutrition, then we will see that there is an abundance of plant food out there for us to eat and feed ourselves, feed our body cells and our brain cells that are so precious, and not do LSD and not do these dangerous things to ourselves. Okay? And I'm sorry if any of my opinions are edging on with you, Alan, or anyone else. I'm sorry that it's incidental. Okay? It is not meant to be that way. I wish everybody agreed with me and we could all hold hands, but it's unfortunately not the case. So my position here on YouTube is to offer information, to offer a new perspective on living. I'm offering tools for every single person. It could be a homeless person on the street without a camera and a computer. I'm offering help to every single person, what we can do, what every single person can do. Nobody is unempowered. Everyone has very concrete tools to their advantage to use to make their lives better and to make the lives of all living beings better on earth. It is possible to do it. And instead of taking offense, instead of getting the ego all riled up and inflamed over someone contradicting their worldview or questioning it, or the fear coming up, what if I plunge into an abyss, Instead of getting all armored about it, sit with it in meditation. This is my offering. Again, I'm not your therapist. You're your own therapist. I'm only offering, it's an invitation to try out new ways. Okay, that's all. Try it out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Try it out. Try what I say. Try what someone else says. Try what John Bradshaw says. Don't try what Andrew Harvey says, because that guy's full of shit. So, yeah, there's another John Bradshaw. He's a real excellent guy from Australia. An Australian John Bradshaw is there too. So check him out too. He's a veterinarian and he talks about communication with dogs and animals, dogs in particular, and really excellent person. So check out the excellent people, check them all out, and instead of worshiping anybody, don't take their word for it right away. Study it. So what Jiddu Krishnamurti said, be studious, be, what word did he use? He had another word for that. Industrial, he said. We need to be industrious. That's the word he said. Industrious about it. That means we have to be radically thorough in our examination of information. Okay? And not take offense, but study the information. Get into it in depth without having an armor on. Get into it like as if you are studying a leaf of a plant under a microscope. Get into the every niches and into the microcosm of it. Okay, as much as you can, as deep as you can. Okay, instead of hating it, introspect it, inspect it, investigate it. Okay, and then you're on the path of freedom. I'm not saying it to you. I'm also saying it to children. They're not here in the room, but they're out there on the internet. I'm saying it to adults. I'm saying it to my parents. I'm saying this to my brother and everyone else. Okay? I'm also saying it to myself at the same time. I'm not trying to be anybody's guru. I'm just offering a way. I'm offering new approaches to thinking, that's all. And let's use this instead of having our egos nipped. And let's use this to our personal growth and proliferation and well-being and the well-being of all life on earth. So I hope that this video somehow makes sense, and again, I mean well. I get frustrated too. I'm just a living being. I'm a human being. Okay, I'm a messenger, if you want. You know, I'm just trying to show an approach here. That's all. Approach to thinking. Everybody has to do that approach for themselves and really figure out whether this has some merits to it or not, or maybe you want to go to someone else and listen to them instead. I mean, I don't care. I'm just offering. This is your life. I'm offering you this information. You make the best out of it. Take care.